Let's get it going. I gotta do some delves on some alts too before the day's up. I should probably check and see what what add-on updates there are. Saving Spark? Oh yeah. Yeah, you definitely want to save Spark. There's no point. I'm gonna do my first craft as a two-hander. Almost certainly. Because that'll be like the most efficient when it comes to your crest and like spark usage early. But your long-term bis is gonna be like getting an offhand as a craft, so I think it's best to do the two-hander nice and early as you start prog. Later on do the offhand. Hi, Edishin. Let's knock out those dells real fast. Let's knock those out. Do I even have the second spark? It's just season 2. Yeah, I have 1 spark right now. Bursting Light Shard's good damage, but you're not gonna really need it. Or you're not gonna use it in like high-end keys, you know, unless it's like, I don't know, streets maybe with like really low damage requirements, like niche stuff, you know, like very niche stuff.
What's good, Jack?
Yo, how you been, Bay? We are just getting everything ready for the season, man. I made sure to double check on my flight early to Liquid HQ. I had, actually no, it wasn't even to Liquid. It was when I did my Rotterdam trip earlier this year. I had like an issue because it was like a multi-leg flight, and I didn't check in on it and like realize it until like 2 days before, or like the day before maybe. They figured it out in the end, but it was like super stressful. But thankfully, got a direct flight from Austin to LA. They haven't announced it yet, but like, what are they gonna do? Fire me? I'm surprised they haven't announced it, to be honest. I want to go out for Korean barbecue, man. We have a bunch of August birthdays. Mine's the end of August, so we'll see how long the race goes if I'm still there. But yeah, they have a bunch of August birthdays and everything like that for the casters, and so we were talking about doing some kind of caster dinner. Hey, how you doing, Remy? I'm doing all right. Doing all right. SG, oh my goodness, thank you for the gifted to Red Cupcake, Trident, Pookie, Itchy, and Space Cat. Oh, thank you so much. Appreciate the guides and helpful info. I just finished doing my Holy Priest M Plus guide this morning. So my editor's working on the disc and the Holy Priest M Plus guides, and we got a bunch of stuff coming. Texas here, all sick. Yeah, I'm in Austin. Oh, Knight, thank you for the 4 years. Thank you. Yeah, today's off to a solid start. I got like mixed messages from that apartment complex I really want to move to. And they're like, oh yeah, we have Google Fiber. And I was like, oh, sick. And then I get like an email of like the welcome home, and they're like, oh yeah, set up your internet with Intercloud. And I was like, what the fuck is Intercloud? So I'm trying to figure out, because my Google search said that they're basically like a networking company. It seems like they handle the Wi-Fi. It makes it seem like that's what they do, but they didn't expressly confirm that it's Google Fiber in writing. So I called them this morning. I was like, can you do that just so I know what's going on? Because I don't want to move somewhere and then they're like, oh yeah, we have data caps. Get fucked. I've never had that experience yet, but trying to avoid it, you know. Trying to. Can you tell I've had bad experiences with apartments in the past? I'm just doing 11 once just to do it. But you wanna get a bunch of 8s done for delves for like possibly tier, possibly a socket, stuff like that. So I'm just trying to be on my game. Sorry about that. Go to father's office for dinner. Favorite burger, fries, beer place. Oh, I haven't seen that before. Thank you guys. I've been doing delves as a healer and just having Bran be tank, and it's worked really well. It's worked really well for me. Yep. Also, thank you for kicking off the hype train, guys. I don't know. The treasure train participants save 35% on 5 or more gifted subs at level 5. Oh, that's kind of sick. I didn't even realize that. So we're at level 4 right now. We just got some like new promo type stuff going on. Hell yeah. I don't know why they didn't open up the Tazvesh. Maybe it's because they have better rewards for hard mode Tazvesh. If you did it. I don't know. It's Blizzard. Why do they do anything? Why do they do whatever? Oh, I could try Bran as DPS too. Do I just have to walk over these? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. All you do is just walk over it. Pretty much never heal him? Did you do it on like 8s and 10s and 11s and stuff? It doesn't feel too bad to heal Bran, but there's been a couple times he's died. You did it on 11s? Ooh. Alright, I'll try that next time. Actually, I might do Shaman after this. We'll see. Let's see. Bran tank either goes too slow or dies too fast. Interesting. Alright. It's my 9 to 5 not care about me taking so much time off. This is my 9 to 5. Yeah, this is the job. Oh, Shin! Thank you for giving the gift the sub to Arya. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Wait, this guy's an absurd shields. And Purge is not actually clearing it at all. I can't even interrupt it. It's like a 5 mil shield. Care more about yourself taking all this time off to play WoW? I know, seriously. Alright, well, I'm just gonna keep on running with this guy. Come on, Bran. We got better things to do. The treasure train supplying Jack's no 9 to 5 dreams. True! Just saying. If we keep the treasure train going, crazy discount on gifted subs. Keep the dream alive. Keep the dream alive. Told your boss he had a lot of overtime. He told me to be off today and tomorrow. Good. Sick. I'm glad this job has been working out because it sounds like they were putting you through it when you first started. Yeah. There's the perks of working from home. Yep. Dude, that and like not having to commute. I had to commute when I was in college, and that shit was the worst. Did that for my like internship and everything like that, and oh my god, it reset. We have a chance. We have a chance. Oh my god, it's happening. Oh, the knee-seeking arrow. Carelessly fire an arrow into the enemy's knee, damaging and slowing them. Nice. It's possible. We killed him. We killed him. I thought it was like a rumor that they could maybe drop a tier piece or something, so I don't know. My guild just said do a bunch of tier 8s, see what happens. And so we'll see where it takes us, honestly. See where it takes us. Off the top of my head, the desk treadmill models. Yeah, exclamation point setup. Yo, what up, Wiz? Yeah, exclamation point setup has all the links. 8's your A's, level 8's fine. Yeah. Just gotta do level 8's. I figured I just wanted to do A, level 11, you know, start of the season and stuff, so. Just get in and get it done. Yo, how you doing, Kane? Standing desk? Where do you tuck the treadmill in? I tuck it under the desk. Yeah. Because I have like a really long desk, and so it just fits underneath my desk. Puts it out of the way. It's kind of a footrest, to be honest. And there goes Brandon. Oh, I can't even grip him. 3, 2, 1. Fear. Fade. Heal. Yeah, Brand sometimes dies. But also, these things just destroy his HP. Max health reduced by 11%. It's like 1% a stack. Live, Brad, live. God, I would be terrified of void shifting Bran. I'd be terrified. Oh, inventory. Movement speed. Oh, just movement speed increase. That's it. You did a bug. Kaveza spawned 3 times at once. Ah, just kill her, you know? You got this. You got this. Cleave. I need to get a lower cooldown on fear or something. I actually got to put together, like, actually use the real delve build. I don't think you get any gilded or anything this week, but I just wanted to level everything already and just get it out of the way so that if I wanted to do it later, I don't have to worry about leveling it. So it's just kind of like completing the process. Thanks for the videos on YouTube. All of them are very helpful. Wanted to know what your prediction for this gameplay was going to dominate in high keys. I think there's actually a real possibility that you play like both of them. Play both Oracle and Void Weaver in high keys. Oracle's for sure safer. It is for sure a lot safer. And I think that's a big advantage. But there's also some dungeons, like the Tazvesh dungeons, which are like really low damage this season. There's not really a lot happening there. So you could just play like Void Weaver in those and Blast. You know, you could play it like Dawnbreaker or Akara, because those were like really good dungeons for Void Weaver in Season 1. So I think that there's a pretty good argument to play a mix of both. And then stat-wise, like my guides are up to date and stuff on Wowhead. You can always check that. But you want like haste and versus Void Weaver. Lots and lots of haste. Yep, I still use Cell. Exclamation point UI is all my stuff. my god, I need one more. There we go. Defeat the captain. The delve doesn't feel that long until you start going into like the higher levels. I don't know. I think it's actually really easy. I think it was the easiest to like level up. But they do change it at the level 11. They do change it a little bit. Nah, I haven't tried the Nexus stuff yet. Is it tough? Oh my god, we're in combat. And I'm not a night elf anymore. I mean, surely he just resets, right? Like stand on a box and like snap it to me. Attacks him out fast. I gotta hop down, don't I? Lame. Lame. Alright. Where is he? Surely this is not overpulling. Is that about rerolling from HPAL? I thought now they want HPAL be bad again. That's where you're wrong, bud. That's how they get you. That's how they get you.
Craig Asm years Jig Pipe Jig Bluff.
Woo! Harry, thank you for the 69 months. Nice! And Weju, thank you for the 7 months. We love to see it. Where is this captain guy? He's over here. I guess he's over here. When I've never played a healer, which one would I pick? No matter what content? Priest. Of course. Just for funds, Sinclair. Figured I'd just get a feel for it. That way, if I have like a little bit of time or something like that, at like race, but not enough time to like do a dungeon, I can just, you know, go do some higher level delves or something, get a little bit of gilded crests. Yeah. Yeah, I got you, Sin. Yeah, you want to do your delves anyway because they also will help you upgrade your cloak. So you should be finishing this week at 707 for your cloak level. The best way to do it is basically like go on your main, go do 8 tier 8 delves, juice up your vault. That'll also get you all of the Reshi wrap upgrades. Go to that same guy on that like tiny island where you phase dive and he'll upgrade everything. And then it's warbound, so you can go on all your alts and then level up those cloaks as well. Makes it nice and easy. So, yeah, I got you, Trufine. Thanks for lurking, dude. Whoa. Immortal Spelunker. Can't make up your mind on Shaman or Priest. I'm playing them both, man. I'm playing them both. They're gonna be hype. Rain Jacket's my my primary alt for splits. I don't even know what I did. I just blinded myself. Hey man, that's my game plan. Yeah, you want to get the 707, just slam 8 tier 8 delves. And then you'll get all the stuff you need. Be nice and easy. Yeah, it makes sense that it'd be True Fiend. Some people, man. Some people. What's the issue with Lightwell? It's just kind of weak, honestly. I think it's better to take the Desperate Measures, I think is what it's called. Which increases your healing when they're lower HP. I think that's a little bit more clutch of a cooldown of a tool. 10% healing amp on anybody that's low. One of the weak spots with Holy Priest is really dealing with like burst damage. You know, if you have like Paladin pulls and Priory, and it's just AoE after AoE after AoE, it's very difficult to heal those back to back to back. Like the way those pulls go in like really, really high keys makes it very, very challenging. So being able to have something extra to always help you there, whenever somebody drops low, you just top them off faster, always helps. That's the idea. But yeah, basically this is the guy who upgrades your cloak. He'll upgrade everything for you. Once you do a bunch of tier 8 delves, you'll be chilling. Yeah. It doesn't need to be tier 8, but you do want to do it for your vault rewards. Title is usually going out like, I don't know, after the first month or so. Something like that. I guess I have to do a couple tier 8s then. I don't know if M0s do or don't, but I definitely got them out of delves. So can't wait to see the frequently remarks. I'm really interested to see how the community is going to take that and how seriously they're going to take that. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, the community could just entirely ignore that stuff. Or they could really, really play around it. Be interesting. Alright, I'll try the damage dealer side. Form groups of only levers, let's go. Hey, Tan. I'm walking because I just ate a whole bunch. Just give myself a sec. Her DPS mostly be ignored for tanks. Don't be skipping the high IO tank with a lever mark. True. True. Come on, Brand. You gotta be doing more damage. That way you can be the tank. I think this is the best delve to grind out, yeah. That's what I've been doing. Because, like, basically, you gotta recover artifacts. You kill mobs, recover artifacts, soak up everything. You do it for a couple levels, go all the way down, and then you just work your way back up, and then you're done. It seems pretty chill. Should have better movement speed, though. Yeah, you can campaign skip. Nice and easy. Once you do everything on your main, you just have to, like, go to Tazvesh, and then it's like the second quest in Tazvesh is everything you need. So, yeah, I heard that nobody was able to kill Gallywix. That was weird. It's not the first time though, unfortunately. But yeah, our guild didn't even raid yesterday because like we knew something was gonna be wrong, something was gonna be bugged. Tuesdays on NA for a new patch, you know. It's just how it goes. Dude, I wish you could bank up the Valor Stones. Wish you just had a lower cap to them, to be honest. Yeah. But if I could just, like, be sending them to my alts right now, that would be insane. It actually makes such a big difference. Well, I started the patch with, like, 0 because I sent all of them to my alts to gear them up before the patch. And so I basically started with 0. So now we're almost at the cap, and I'll probably get pretty close to the cap before the week's over. And then, you know, we're gonna, you know, raid and do splits and all that other fun stuff basically before I'm able to upgrade gear. So I'm almost certainly going to overcap my crests before I really get a chance, or my Valor Stones before I get a chance to spend them. Which, not the end of the world, but like it would be insanely convenient if I could just send like 500 to an alt so that they're also at like, you know, 1 or 200. I think range jacket's at 77. Like even if I could send him like 500, that would actually help an insane amount. You know? So what I might end up doing is like do some world quests on my alts, because at least getting like 100 Valor Stones for the world quest is not bad at all. Could be worse. Yeah. How to get into the method liquid splits? They're probably gonna take like really geared people. So if you're already like 680 something, that'll help a lot. But they usually have like open group signups. In fact, they're usually like hurting to find people, so I don't think it's really that hard. I have an extra action button that allows me to dash and does a little bit of damage. Yeah. Yeah, it's right up here. Well, you used to lose Valor Stones when you sent them to characters, but now they just completely removed it. But even that would be better than overcapping. Yeah. Even that would be better than overcapping. So Yuka, I'm in a delve, and then you get an extra action button that allows you to dash forward. Just does a bit of damage. I think it heals or something too. Oh, you take less damage. Yeah. Oh. Oh my god, I take so much damage. A Fire Ups group, they ask you to link the item they're looking to farm. Yeah, they do like a kind of like a bot check, but the other thing is like you also just make a lot of gold doing that, so. Especially the end of an expansion too, so definitely try to get in on that when you can. That's almost always when people like pull, or all the guilds like pull out all the stops, because they have the rest of the, they basically have the rest of the expansion to get all the rest of the gold, pay off their debts. Yeah. Yeah, and I get like the capped crest at the start of a season, but I almost wish you could like farm up crest for alts or something like that. Like, let's say that you played an insane amount, and you would just start putting out some crests, like a crest item, and it would be warbound, and then you could consume it on alt. Because like, you know how you can trade down your crests, and it would count towards that cap? It's like same general idea. You would just get like a warbound item, and you can only use it on certain characters. Or I guess you could use it on their main. Something like that would be nice. Yeah, man, dude, world first teams get to charge so much for their runs. Their first couple runs, like, make bank. Yeah. Sucks having over 1k gilded. It's gonna waste because you can't use it. Yep. I feel you, dude. That was my priest before the season started. I had to farm up so many gilded on my alts, and just like I literally had 1,000 or so gilded on my priest, and I couldn't do anything with them. Those are Torghast without the fun abilities, dude. You remember the final form of Torghast, where you just picked up abilities and killed bosses, and that was it? That shit was so much better. I wish they would have kept something like that, because you'd get like a couple of options at the start. You could kind of choose how you wanted to play, and then you were chilling, and then you just kind of build around whatever setup you wanted, you know? So yeah, there's a new healing pot. It's called the Invigorating Health Pot. Yeah. I'm sure there's gonna be something similar to Delves. Maybe they won't call it Delves, but like basically would be the same thing. Yeah, something like that. I like the idea of some solo gameplay and stuff, but I feel like they just did it right with the Torghast things, where you're like really overpowered and you just like blast stuff down. I don't know. But didn't like the Potty C do a video where they said they didn't like Delves, and a lot of people got like super pissed at them? So I don't know. I guess there is a demographic for it. This is Dorky called Delvers subhuman. Oh, yeah, that'd probably do it. That'd probably do it. The mole people. World first starts on Tuesday. Coming soon. Coming soon. I liked Horrific Visions the first time, but this time around I like barely could do them. I could just like barely bring myself to do them. I think it's because as a healer we had a lot of cool options with like essences and corruption for damage back in BFA, and we don't really have that now. Like the the new corruptions they added are like nothing. So I was like, doesn't quite have the same appeal this time around. Doesn't quite have the same appeal. What if Sylvanas is the next X-Pax brand and we get Delve Gas? God. Yeah, I recorded my Disc and Holy and Plus guides. They're going to come out first, and then we're going to have the raid guides for Holy and Disc after that. But also, I write the guides for Wowhead, and those guides are already set and ready to go. And I just finished up some raid and M Plus tips for Wowhead, and I'm turning those in on Friday. So, God, what is today? Wednesday? I don't even know, man. This week's been a blur. Today's Thursday. Holy shit. Oh yeah, there's been a lot. There's been a lot. This week is just flying by. Well, I always take Sunday off, and then everything else is like a blur. I make like a quick note of like, I gotta do this, this, and this today, and then we send it. This, and this, send it. Yeah. Like we just put up a new tier list today. We put up the raid one, the M+ one the other day. I have another video scheduled for Saturday and Monday. And then I have all the guides start coming out after that. We got a lot of stuff coming. Yeah. We got a lot of stuff coming. Vault check. Yeah, I think you could do Taz hard mode week 1. But you almost certainly will want to like take your time, wait for lust, things like that, you know? How you doing, Calvin? Yeah, I mean, you're going to want to take your time. Hard mode is kind of like doing an achievement run. You have to like kill the bosses in certain ways. Just little things like that. Not sure, Calvin. Off work from this Saturday till next Saturday. That's the best, dude. It does give you better gear upgrades, Ziki, yeah. So it's kind of like doing an achievement run where it makes some stuff harder. You know, it's like, kill this boss while dancing with a shoe on your head. Blah, blah, blah. You know, same general concept. Mr. Brightside, absolutely. As long as I've had something to eat. If not, we're notoriously hangry. Notoriously hangry. The reward for full clearing no deaths is the Immortal Spelunker. What's the upcoming next 2 videos on YouTube you plan on releasing? I can't tell you because they're a surprise, but they're already done. I have the next 3 videos, actually 4 videos done. They're just scheduled. Patrons get early access. Yeah, you gotta chill it up a little bit. But yeah, this is like probably the most prepared we've been for a season launch. Yeah, probably the most prepared. Oh, full clearing hard mode Tazvesh. Isn't it like a mount or something? Yeah, we're gonna do a Shaman video. That's gonna be what we do after we do the Disc and Holy guides. So my editor's working on the Disc and Holy M+ guides, and then after that we're doing Disc and Holy raid guides, and then after that we'll do Shaman. And then we'll go through all the healers. We are gonna do guides for every single healer this season. It would be insane to get them all done at the start of a season, but that's not gonna happen this time. I think it's possible that I could do it at some point, but this is gonna be our learning experience, you know. So we're gonna take our time and get them done right. But if we get them all done by the end of August, I'd be pretty hyped. Yeah. You know what they are? Present keys. Why healers need extra loot rolls. The end of dungeons. Why Jack's amazing. You should be given all the gear. Oh god, so true. I need my tier. I'm pretty thankful with my guild because we're doing one round of splits, so we'll have half mains, half alts in the group, and that's like perfect because the healers will actually get their tier. Yep. I'll try to take your tier. I don't think that'll be possible. If nothing else changes, Bite, I'm probably playing Holy Priest, and I just need 2-piece, and I'm chilling. 4-piece will be nice when I get it, but that 2-piece is huge. We're just doing 2 splits. Half mains, half alts. It's nice and simple. Nice and simple. It is the perfect amount. Yeah, I've done as many as 5 splits in the past, and that shit sucks. That shit sucks. You kind of like stop enjoying the raid at a certain point once you've killed normal and heroic 5 times in a week before you even start doing mythic. It's like, fuck. Yeah. I think you'd still prefer playing Oracle, Rallic, because the benefit of playing Oracle is you can use all those insight charges to get lots of Holy Fires. Yep. Do all M0s, get the rest of your wraps, doing some delves. Basically, do all of that stuff on your main, and then go on your alts and do all the skips. And then when you get the cloak on your alt, then you'll be able to also get all the upgrades for your alt at the exact same time. So you just get all of it out of the way. Because it's a warbound upgrade for your cloak. So. Nah. You want to extend your apotheosis as much as you can, Nails. Get that big answered prayers value out of the prayer of mendings and stuff. But Archon's still going to play second banana, second fiddle to Oracle this season. Both in raids and in keys. It's doable, but not the optimal option. Still suffer mana issues through your own poor choices? That shouldn't happen this time, okay? With the tier set bonus, you're going to be spending so much time casting Prayer of Mending. And with the revamped Epiphany, you're going to be spending so much time casting Prayer of Mending that you should not be having mana issues. Don't worry. We'll have... I mean, I already have the written guides up and ready for you if you want to read those, but we'll also have a video guide that goes over it too. Lots and lots of content. Lots and lots of content. Yeah, I mean, all of your Insight, Piety, and Solace casts are giving you Insight charges. And Epiphany is a lot easier to use. Because instead of having to, like, hit Prayer of Mending and then hit your Holy Words really quickly, you don't have to do any of that anymore. You just have to quickly use that Epiphany proc when it comes up. And then you're vibing. Exclamation point playlist. I think Farseer is the way to go in all Shaman content. Yeah. And I know Thune agrees. He updated his guides on Wowhead to recommend Farseer. I don't know if you'd play a Whispering Waves build in Raid. That's his recommendation at the moment. But I kind of feel like the chain heal setup is like really, really strong. So we'll see how testing goes. Yep. Oh, nada. I am doing all right. I'm constantly checking my email because I found this apartment I liked, got approved for it, got all this stuff, got sent the lease, and then they sent me one of those like welcome home letters, you know, do all this stuff, blah, 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 once you sign your lease. And they mentioned the internet service provider being some weird company that I'd never heard of. And I was like, that doesn't add up. You guys said you had Google Fiber. And they also said they had a deal, you know, with the apartment complex, which sometimes means they have some cut rate awful internet, but not always. So I hit them up and I was like, what do you guys have? And so I heard two different things, which is not a good sign. They're like, we have Intercloud and then we have Google Fiber. And when I Googled search what Intercloud was, it's like some networking, like Wi-Fi company or something like that. So I'm like, do they just handle the Wi-Fi and then Google Fiber handles the actual internet? You know, something like that. I don't know. So I called them this morning. I was like, hey, I'm down to sign my lease. I'm ready to go, but I need to know exactly what this is because I don't know if there's data caps. I don't know if there's any of this other stuff. And the thing is, it's in an area where I know Google Fiber is, and I know AT&T is. And AT&T has always been good to me. So it shouldn't be an issue. Especially because the place is like nice and like usually, you know, the like cut rate internet places are usually in like cheaper apartment complexes. But I don't want to commit to a lease and then, you know, I have data caps or something like that, you know? So yeah, so I basically told them, like, if you just confirm that it's, you know, like Google Fiber, you just send me a speed test, like, I'm good to go. I'll sign the lease today. But it's like I feel like this should just be like an instant thing that is on the site, you know? Yeah. Because I already have, like, a baby issue where they only have like one Ethernet port in the apartment. I could like get one from the closet where the router and the modem is, and then bring it into the PC. But then the only other Ethernet one there is in the living room, so I'd have to like drape a cable, which like isn't the fucking end of the world, but it's a little weird. So, Google Fiber rep, call them, give them the address, have them check. Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. I wasn't sure if I was gonna be on hold forever though. I wasn't sure if I was gonna like sit on hold for half an hour to do it, you know? Yeah, I've got a bunch of those like long ass Cat 7s, so that stuff I can work around. Exactly, Tobias. Like I told him I work from home and everything like that, so I told him I work from home and everything, so it should be okay. Yeah, like I was like on the last thing to like sign the lease and everything, and I was like, this doesn't make sense. I caught one thing because you pay for the internet through the apartment complex, but it wasn't on my lease agreement for like the listed charges, which I was like, that's kind of shitty, but it's basically the same price as the internet I pay now, so it's not like I'm paying extra. So, but I was like, I'm glad I checked on that. Cause yeah. I don't know, I feel like just apartment complexes in general are very, very bad at communicating what they bring to the table. I don't think it's all necessarily to like screw you over, but you have to like go out of your way to like fight to get basic information, you know? Yeah, just buy a house. Yeah, easy. I did it 4 years ago at my 2.5% rate. It's easy. Just do that. Yeah. Oh, true. Get one of those built-up houses by Home Depot or Lowe's or whatever. Yep. God, so much garbage in my bags. Spend so much on Starbucks. Yeah, you know me. I just can't stay away from my mocha lattes. How did you know? That is the avocado toast, my other weakness. Yeah. Arakara Hardest Dungeon? Nah, Halls of Atonement, man. Halls of Atonement's scary. Yeah, that place is gonna be really, really nasty. So, And Wizzle.
Less than 3 Jack, keep on with the keep on.
Absolutely, Aaron. Thank you for the 6 months, my dude. But they make hauls bad because they realized, I guess, that the Shadowlands dungeons are too easy. So every time they bring back a Shadowlands dungeon, they just make it like hard as fuck. That's really the gist of it. That's what they did with Mists. They like made a whole bunch of mobs deal way more damage. They made the last boss way harder. Yeah.
I am out of range.
SL dungeons are easy because we had covenants that interacted with them. Yeah. Being able to have the those minions in the halls one especially is very, very helpful. Ooh, the pain. Yo, what up, Saito? You just ran the fungal one. I felt like this was faster yesterday, but now you have to like pick up artifacts. It feels like it's slower. It's weird. I think Totemic might be better until you get the 2-piece 303. Yeah. Pretty sure. Yeah, I think it's intended for no Bountiful Delves yet. Pretty sure. Pretty sure. Cape 730 yet? Nope. I saw there was like a comp WoW post about people finding a way to exploit it or whatever it is, you know. I don't know, Esmer. That's right. Those damn exploiters. Honestly, they should just let you max out the cloak. Or the cloak shouldn't have levels. Like, that stuff's always silly, I feel.
Too far away.
Completely detaching M+ and raid players from world content makes the game hollow. I agree. I do agree with that. But they should also go out of their way to, like, I don't know, make the world content better. You know? Like, for example, I did not mind at all how they did this opener quest line. Like, yeah, it's like 2 hours or something like that, but story was actually kind of neat, except for the whole, like, we vouch for Xal'atath part. That part fucking sucked. But the rest of it, being with the sand people and stuff, that was pretty cool. That stuff is cool. But I think that like a big reason why the M Plus and Raiders don't want to do the world content is that it doesn't feel rewarding. Like Valor Stones, for example, only just now being increased for doing world quests. They were doing like 20 Valor Stones. Like, why the hell would I do world quests to farm Valor Stones and they give me like 20? So I could get like 1,000,000 resonance crystals or echoes and then do the event and like get like 6 different currencies to go pick it up. Like, no, you know, they gotta feel rewarding, and then they also gotta feel fun. And there's a number of like fun world quests they've done in the past. I think the puzzles were fun. I think the climbing games were fun. What else comes to mind? Some of the drawing ones were fun. I don't know. They don't always have to be like run around, kill monsters. How you doing, Janie? We're doing pretty well. We're just going through our delves, doing our chores. Plus, like, being able to take your resonance crystals and then, like, spend it to re-roll your key one time or something like that would be sick. Because that way there's, like, a competitive advantage for doing some world content. Sort of. But not that tough, you know? Yeah, the Kieran Tor ones were fun. Yeah, like floating the bubble into like the location and everything too. They've done good world content. I just don't feel like we're really like doing it right now. Holy shit, I'm so blind. Where the fuck am I going? Alright, it's over here.
I must get closer.
Oh, they removed the ability to transfer Valor Stones, probably to prevent some like stupid race to world first stuff. But they really should get rid of it in the first month. Yeah, they really should.
I am out of range.
Yeah, I think this raid's gonna be the best of the expansion. 100%. 100%. Nah, yesterday the final guy was like 3 lieutenants around the rings. Today is this mini boss. Yeah. You watched F1? Yeah, dude, that movie owned. The movie owned. Nah, no new mana pots, just new health pots. That's the only new consumable. Oh, yeah, we actually just walk over the treasure. Yeah, I've been playing with, like, brand DPS, and it's been really good. I just hit Fade a bunch, and it works out. Really hate either mana. Just be conservative. Smile. Just don't spend it. Delves having a portal to take you to the security room, make the delve shorter. Yeah. I think I have one more on this character, and then we can do some rain jacket ones.
Wait, what was I going to ask about? Oh, you're right.
I think.
Tools. Could you assist my assistant and swipe some tools from the shadow guard?
Yeah, one more. One more. All right. Let me get some water real quick, and I'll set up the treadmill. We'll get to walking. All right, just a second. All right. Let's do it. Reshi Wrap guy. This little island right here, the Overlook. Overlook Zojul. Yeah, little baby island right there. Yeah, he's like on top of the hill. He's on top of the hill. How you doing, Arlen? You're vibing. Trying to hopefully get the apartment stuff sorted by today. And getting our delves done. I mean, I'm playing Voidweaver for delving because it's just more damage. But I'll be playing Oracle for raid prog as either disc or holy. Just kind of depends. Keys, you can play either Oracle or Voidweaver. Yeah. Just kind of depends. Special boot should be good for Resto Shaman. I mean, it's just, the Reshi Wrap's good for everybody. Yeah. If you're looking at like the Wowhead page and like the BIS guide, I had the same issue with mine where I put in the correct boots, but it didn't show the passive effect on them. So, I don't know what the story is for that. Yeah, 8 level 8 delve runs. That'll also make it so that your alts will get all the Reshi Cloak upgrades as well, because it is warbound. So you could just like do all the stuff on your main, and then get onto your alts, do the campaign skip, go pick up their cloaks from that same island, and get it upgraded at the exact same time. And then they're in good shape. If some other raid boots, and you're sure that it's not the Adaris Duskblaze ones. Other stats and name. Just leave a comment or something. Might have just been a little error. Get a standing desk for work with treadmill. Exclamation point setup has the link for it. I like it a lot. I just put it on like a mile or two, or 1.2 miles an hour, and then I just walk. It's super, super easy. Took me like 2 weeks to get used to like playing and walking at the same time. But the slower you go, the easier it is, for sure. You can level the cloak up to 707. You're supposed to be rank 3 by the end of the week. Yo, Sizz Lakes. There we go, Sizz Lakes. Thank you for the new sub, or 2 months rather. Standing or walking a couple hours a day? Yeah, so I tried initially with just standing, and I really didn't feel that comfortable just standing. I only will ever like walk, or I'll sit down. Yeah. But yeah, man, I get like 10,000 steps a day, super easy. Yeah. I use like the uplift like standing pad, and I think my knees just like it better if I'm moving around. So. Yeah. But yeah, once you get comfortable with like standing and gaming and like doing stuff, it gets amazing. Like you burn so many calories, and it's just so much better for you standing up all the time, you know? Got your own step up inspired by you? Do you always walk? I'll sit. Yeah, I was sitting this morning. Yeah. But I try to spend like at least the majority of the time, because I've been working on Wowhead guides, videos, and streaming. So I'm kind of at my computer like 10 hours a day. So I'm trying to spend like half of that time at least standing up and walking around. But definitely when it's like not as busy of times, I have like, you know, I'll be 6 or 8 hours at the computer or something like that, and then, you know, 4 to 5 of them is walking. So Get a trampoline for casting. Yeah. Stand desks are expensive. Hope it works out. Need some cardio. Yeah, man. It's the best. It's one of the best ways to just get in good steps. You know. I don't really treat it like I would with like trying to like burn a lot of fat, because like the best thing for that is like high incline walking. You could do that, but I'm not really even trying to like break a sweat doing this. This is basically to make sure I'm not sitting down more than anything else and just get steps in. Yeah, it's a walking pad. Exclamation point setup has the link. Yeah, I ended up I grabbed the lubricant for my treadmill. It was pretty easy to do. It was actually pretty easy to do. You could stay a person, Sizzly, with the Chosen Identity ability. Just open up your spellbook, go to General, and it's called Chosen Identity. So if it's on, then you stay in dragon form. If it's off, then you stay in people form. Yeah, you gotta lube up your treadmill, guys. Take care of it, you know? Preventative maintenance. Yeah. Well, the funny thing is, they do have standing desks, but I think it'd probably drive the other casters insane. I think it probably would. I don't know. I kind of could order one, because the one I have is like $100. It's crossed my mind. We'll see. We'll see how I feel. I usually do get a decent amount of steps in anyway when I'm out at race, because they, the hotel is like maybe a 10-minute walk away from the studio. And so if I'm going there and back even a couple times, the steps will add up. Sometimes I'll honestly just get out of the studio, get a walk, get some sunshine. Yeah, so I'm doing the morning show. So I'm doing morning show with Aya, and that's at like 7-ish a.m. or so. And then we cast usually the early shifts for like 6 hours. So after about 7 or 8 hours of morning show and casting, then I raid. So there's a lot of times where our sunlight gets a little bit limited. Gets a little bit limited. So I think we're usually there for like 13 hours at least. I know. Oh yeah, we're gonna touch some grass when I get back from race. That's for sure. Yeah, there's a new chef. I'm not sure who it is, but I did see the menu. I am very, very excited. I am very, very excited. Hey, man, Luke. Yeah, last I saw, like, Heidi is on, like, a reality show or something like that. Ah, we're in combo with something. I'm playing Void for questing. For keys, once you get your tier set, you can play either of them. Probably, like, more situational than anything else. Yeah. They made Azure Vault into a delve. I made Azure Vault into a delve, so I gotta get my tier 8 delves done. Or Heidi Echo Twitter beef. I mean, that was kind of cruel to be like, the food you're eating is awful. Like, you know, I guess it's all like good fun, but like, I don't know. I don't think I'd feel that great if somebody was like, the food you're eating is terrible, and I hope you lose. Yeah, okay. How's your morning going? Yeah. Wait, I went over them? Ah. Z-axis, man. Oh, so you know every season they ask the casters how many pulls the fights are going to take? I did that video early, too. I did that video as well. So, I think that'll be like Saturday. I think they were doing like the prediction for all the boss fights and stuff. What is this? Oh, that looks pretty sick. It's a nice helm. Yo, Onyx. Thank you for the new sub, dude.
Hello, traveler. Wait, what was I going to ask about?
Alright, that should be 8 tier 8s. Right?
Could you
Eat.
assist my assistant and swipe some tools from the Shadow Guard?
Little eye icon. Wait, where? Like Shift J? Mini menu? Oh. I didn't know that. Today I learned. I used to have like a macro for it, but I think it stopped working. Alright, M0's done. 1800 Valor Stones. Almost weathered capped. We are carved capped. How many fractured sparks of starlight you've obtained in the war within? Oh, this is crafting stuff. Yeah, well, hi, Benzeth. In a minute, dude. I'm not upgrading anything, nah. I'm not upgrading anything. I'm just saving all of it. You can start working on like upgrading, you know, any good normal mode drops or heroic mode drops. There's so many trinkets that are like, if they're not S tier, they're at least like A tier. There's a lot of like really good A tier trinkets in dungeons. And you might get them at like a 2 or a 6 or an 8 or whatever, and you're going to use those crests for those trinkets because that's a big upgrade too. Much more important. Much more important than like getting some random belt upgrade, you know? Yo, Fur, thank you for the 3 months. Haven't seen you since last race? Yeah. It's your seasonal migration back to WoW. I have not used any Valor Stones. Yeah, just chilling on them. Yeah, I think you're going to craft a weapon first. But then, if you're not crafting a weapon, then definitely upgrade it with crests, yeah. For Hunter, it drops from second boss. Oh, okay. So I know for Priest, we want to craft. Yep, 2-hander first for Priest. Because it's really efficient with your crest upgrades. That's kind of what gates you early on. And so if you have 2 sparks, you put, you know, it into the 60 gilded crest or whatever it is, you have a massive upgrade with a 2-hander. Long term, you'd want to get an offhand because that way you can get the main hand Chris that gives you the absorbs on people when you heal them. And that would be your like long-term bis. So, yeah. Had to appeal for your Twitch account. Had apparently gotten hacked sometime between this and took a while to get back. That explains some of your behavior last month. Okay. Well, I'm glad you have it back, man. It's not a waste in the... It's not a waste or anything, Akia, because like by the time that you could reasonably get that set weapon, you'll have like more crests and stuff. There's very few pieces that you can actually craft on. You can craft on belt and wrists, really? And that's kind of it. Nah, I'm just fucking with you, Xanth. It's like offhand, belt, wrists. Is that it? You know? Not many slots to craft on. Not many slots to craft on. Yeah, maybe you're off to your piece. But like point being, like the rings, the jewelry, they all have like awful embellishes. So if you wanted to like play with embellishes and get 2 good crafts at the start of a season, you have very limited options for where you can do so. So doing it with a 2-hander first, and then like either the wrists or the belt early on is probably gonna be the most efficient for you, you know? And then by the time you start getting more crests, potentially you get that Chris weapon, your bis weapon, then you can easily make an offhand and make that work. So, that's all. Yeah, you can do 6 Mythic 0 dungeons, can't do Tazvesh. Yeah. I don't know why I didn't get my belt to 701. I think I gotta go to Dornagal for that. I'm gonna go check. Chat was saying yesterday, I gotta go to that pylon or something like that in here. Something like that. Should be at Bran. Is it like a box, or is it something he's blocking? Binding will be good for keys, yeah. Console in the corner. Oh, caddy corner. Did I just not pick up the quest, and then that's why I don't upgrade it? What a great system. What a great system. I gotta get some shit done on my Shaman. Yeah, like the delving on my Shaman. Nah, I'll do it before raid on Tuesday. I'll do it before raid. Yeah, it's for the belt upgrade. But I didn't upgrade the belt on my other characters either, so I'll go do that too. I'll go do that as well. Yep, my cloak's already rank 3. If you do enough of the delves, you just get all the fragments you need. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Well, I also got to do the rank 8 delves for the questline and stuff. So, double dip a little bit, why don't we? So, Wowhead guides are up to date, Fada, yeah. The cloak should be 707 right now. Should be 707. Yeah, last raid of the X-Pack, there's no Season 4. No Season 4. So I kind of hope when they announce midnight in what, 2 weeks, if they actually give us like some amount of release date for it, because it might come quick. It might come quick.
Could you assist my
I don't know. Tier 8.
swipe some tools from the shadow guard?
Yeah, Holy's looking really good for raid. I'm just gonna have him go tank. What are the best options, chat? I see VA reading all this. Yeah, they'll do another stat squish. Oh yeah. Any like delve experts know what I should be picking up? I'm just gonna go with that. Yeah, I don't feel like the archival assault's been too bad. Is Hatterang busted? Alright, I'll take your word for it. I'll take your word for it. Oh, I already have it on. Alright, let's go. I didn't even look. Yeah, I missed out on the tier list of most optimal Delph Curios, you know. I kind of feel like this place is faster, not gonna lie. You also pick up a lot of power-ups. Yeah, dude, Farseer's sick. Farseer's sick. Because you also pick up these, like, knee-seeking arrows and stuff like that. A weird glitch. Mobs at 10 to 12 mil HP. I was doing roughly 2 to 300 k DPS. All your numbers are similar to the stats. But your group members saw the normal like 2 to 300 mobs. What the? It's a strange bit of scaling. I guess it makes it so that you're doing like relatively the same amount. I guess. I don't know, noob. I have the pleasure of seeing you on World First next week. Rise and grind. That's right. I are back at it. Gonna be back at it doing our morning show. This is my 6th race in a row with Liquid. You can grind any of the delves you want. I think this one's not too slow. So, Rise and Grind, is that the plug for Aya's Coffee? Yeah. And she's sponsoring after all. She's sponsoring after all. No, I'm playing Farseer. I'm just casting the Chain Lightnings with my Farseer. It's better to do that than worry about the Acid Rains. Your ancestors deal tons of damage. I don't think they've announced it yet. They're the only org that hasn't announced their casters yet, but they usually do it late, so. But they didn't like, we asked if like, can we announce, and they didn't care, so. I could be like, oh my god, I wonder what's gonna happen, you know. Yo, what up, Lick? we announce it? I mean, they'll announce it in time. But, no, I'm getting paid. We're getting paid. Somebody trolling you for a while about it, where you're going? Yeah. I didn't know it's not tongue-in-cheek this time. Mm-hmm. I feel ya. I feel ya. Hey, Vic. You heard I made a resto druid? Oh, yeah? Sounds like a very reasonable source. They know all about my new druid name. I know all about it. Dude, my ancestors just pipe. Dude, I'm getting like no artifacts. I don't know if I agree with that. I don't know if I agree with that. Thought I had the ability up. Yeah, you know, that's what a personal's for. It's there to be used. It's there to be used. Bro, my brand is in tank spec. Go tank.
Hey yo.
Brand, tank for me. Yeah, I'm hanging in there. I'm trying. You are the dank, man, not me. He's just kiting. He just left me. This fucking guy. This fucking guy. I will flip a tank, okay? He's not doing his job. He just sat back and watched. He just sat back and watched. Watch me fail. Oh, those are all the artifacts I was missing. Will our druid be featured in the race world first? I bench your H pally for 3% versus your raid. Find out in our latest video with our race to world first healer tier list. Ooh. Like and subscribe, by the way. But yeah, I think our druid's gonna be in race. That spec's good. That spec's good. Yeah, I heard people talking about Bear being a potential option. I heard about that. Funny thing is, with Farseer kind of coming in late to the show, I think there's a real possibility that Farseer could be in race as like that dark horse slot. Yeah. So like, maybe, like emphasis on maybe. Maybe if they run Bear and then they run like Resto Shaman instead. It's possible. So, it's there, engines. Yeah. It's on the Waggo pack. If you just subbed or just connected your account and stuff, it might take a second for it to recognize, but it's definitely there. In fact, I just updated it yesterday. And Bran just goes and dies. That's why he's not tanking. Yeah, sometimes with the Waggo pack, it like just takes a second for things to pop up or be recognized. I'm not really sure the reason why, but I have seen it happen a bunch of times. Get him, Bran. Anyone else think pugs are too toxic towards tanks? Tanking some earlier content, told your DPS as webs will summon Nerubians. They vote kicked me. Am I the asshole? Have a seat, Bran. Have a seat. It's okay. We're all friends here. We'll support you. Yeah. Yeah, Lever thing should be live. I think it only starts when like M+ starts. Some others think that our druids only A tier might not see the raid. I think the shoo-ins are like Prez and Monk. And then after that it gets a little bit murkier. There's a lot of contenders. I think our druid, Holy Priest, Disc Priest, and Shaman are all very much in the contenders. So I didn't do Drave. H-Pally for sure. Yeah, suck on that copium, man. Breathe it in. Is Shadow that bad for a raid? Like, how would Shadow do on like single target? Is Farsi or something a strong hero talent? There's zero change in the official patch notes because Blizzard doesn't like acknowledging bugs, and they fix bugs related to your ancestors that they actually feed into your Cloudburst totem and they feed into your Ascendants. And since they don't tell you that, the only way for you to know is to, you know, take part in class communities, watch videos, all that stuff. Yeah. Silly you. You were trying to read patch notes to see changes. That's not how it works. Oh, come on, man. Yeah, I got you, man. No, it's a fair question. It happens all the time. It happens all the time with so many classes. Shadow's middle of the pack for damage, but great spread cleave and PI. Sounds like Holy Priest is safe to me, Bite. Sounds like Holy Priest is safe. But I mean, we're almost certainly running Priest steals anyway, with me and Seppi playing it. Yeah. Farseer really wants haste. Yeah, it's probably like a high haste and then verse crit after that. Yeah. Now that you get a third ancestor, it's even more important to get more haste. Cast spells fast. Yeah. Let me see. What does Thune officially say? I'll double check. He says crit equals haste in raids. And then in keys, he's saying crit and haste are equal there. I might even just go haste and verse, to be honest, for keys, but who knows? Non-ramp healers. Basically, the ramp healers are like disc and prez. Everybody else can have ramps, but like it's not the same level. You know, like an R-Druid ramp or a Mistweaver ramp is way more like stretched in the healing profile. So it's not like here is 20 seconds or 10 seconds where you do all of your healing. That's like disc and prez. Yeah. They're the spikier dudes.
Hello, wait, what was I going to ask about? Oh, you're right. Tools.
Yeah, disc, you'll set up renews into radiances into big dam. I feel like this is the easier delve. Other people have been doing other ones though. Side street sluice is always a good one. Hey, use the cloudburst. You just gotta think more about setting it up well before you need it. And that can always be a challenge. It's always a challenge getting used to like hitting spells in advance before you need them. But it's very, very worthwhile. And yeah, once you actually see the healing coming from like your ancestors and feeding into the cloudburst, it also gets way easier. Ray Ross, am I hyped for? Kind of a couple of them. Yeah, I think Dimensius is going to be insane. I think the Nexus King Solidar basically is an end boss on his own. That guy feels like a last boss already. So he's going to be really sick. I hope Fractalus is fun. I kind of think that fight's going to suck. I kind of feel like it's going to suck. But I hope I'm wrong. I know the Demon Hunter fight's going to be good, though. That fight is going to be really, really fun. It's also going to be nice because a lot of the wipes will be front-loaded for the fight. So it should be like a really hard fight. But since the regular phase is the same throughout the encounter, it's just the intermissions that change. It's actually going to be pretty easy to like front load a bunch of pulls, and then every time you go to that phase is going to be the same, you know? Yeah. You can have weak auras and everything like that for Cloudburst Totem. Yeah. The one I have will show its healing here. Yeah, the wipes will be front loaded. Yeah. Yeah, so back in the day, you would only have, I don't know, maybe like top 40, top 50 guilds actually stream. And it made it very difficult to understand what was happening on fights for the guilds that would come afterwards. And being able to watch the best guilds in the world do that fight is really, really nice, because you don't have to worry about, like, you know, your team figuring out the strategy. You just copy it. Yeah. Have fun with the grinding the delves and the alts. You know. It's chores. We've been through worse chores. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. This shit is a vibe compared to Korthia. Any nightmares we might find here are dreams compared to what was behind us. Yeah. I have Brand tanking for me because I can't drop any aggro as Shaman, as old Rain Jacket. You don't even remember Korthia? I envy you. I always play as a healer, so I just played as disc spec, set him to DPS spec for Bran, hit fade, he would tank for me, and then I would DPS. Yeah. Remember when Blizzard was all smart and they're like, haha guys, you're not going to be able to go to this secret island in Korthia, and then people just found ways to get around that on like day one. Farseer critical. Farseer owns, dude. Yap King, how you doing, Griff? No, you don't? Well, try to remember, Crack. Try to remember. I hear fish oil helps your memory, alright? Let me try that out. I feel like the Delve is easier than Side Street, but I also did a lot of Side Street last season, so it's just kind of nice for variety's sake. It is a challenge, Remy. That's right. That's right. You just trying so. Rubbing fish oil all over yourself for years and it hasn't helped. Yeah, but I bet it's made you lots of new friends. Yo, what up, Dead? Why is there no infinite red farm? Honestly, kind of a good question, but maybe it's because people feel obligated to go do it or something. I don't know. There's like two parties of WoW players. One that want the most degenerate, insane stuff possible, and the other ones that want to like just kick back in game and don't want to feel forced by their guild to go farm it. Yo, Xanthiar, thank you for the new sub, dude. Yeah, you get the freaks like Lulu who want to just be a degenerate. And on the other hand, you have like some of my guildies, some of my officers that like on patch day, I look and they're playing League or they're playing, what else are they playing? Well, I guess it's the middle of the workday right now. Rainbow Six, something like that, you know? A different word. Yeah. Probably Battlefield as well. League's fun. I mean, that's your opinion. You're welcome to it. But I'm just saying, if there was like a sweaty infinite grind and we're world 39th as a guild, then we would be required to go do it, you know? And I don't really want that, personally. I'm kind of enjoying the incarnate vibe of do your homework, show up prepared, and go game. I'm digging that. But also, I like playing rivals, so I can't judge. I can't judge. Yo, okay, like thank you for the 14 months. Homework is both, yeah. Getting, doing your delves, for example, is one thing they posted in our raid channel for everybody to get done. But also just understand the fights, yeah. Because we don't do organized PTR testing. I do it. A couple other healers do it. A couple DPS tanks do it. But it's not, like, required. A lot of guilds around our level will, like, require it, though. Personally, I fucking love doing it, but it's all good. Yeah. Yeah, we're prepared, but we're not hyper-optimized. Exactly. But I think that's fine, because at our level, a lot of the gameplay around like top 30, top 40 is about like minimizing deaths, like making sure people have studied the fights and understand what the heck's happening, stuff like that. You know, it's a lot of things within the team's control, I think. Yeah. In my bags? Yeah, I gotta get out of here first, though. You will never get to experience the hectic fights of week 1 AOTC pugs. You think I've never done that? I think I've never done that at all.
Hello, traveler. Wait, what was I going to ask about?
You think I'm so insulated from the world? So sheltered. Kicking 200 players to let 199 in. I've seen it, man. I wasn't born in a good guild. Had to fight to get here. At great cost to my sanity. Oh, that's an omen crafted piece. Put at the beginning of the expect, so you have to go back to the trenches. Ugh. Good luck, soldier. I kind of wish more guilds did like open trials where you get like one trial night. And if you do well, you get to stick around. Yeah. Will a shindig sign up for every top 100 guild? See which will humor you? I hate to break it to you, but you're probably gonna get Dono walled. We get a lot of apps, and all of our raiders can like see the applications and stuff. We get like an absurd amount of apps that are like, hey, I've never raided Mythic before, but like, give me a shot. And it's just like, yeah, about that. Sorry. Sorry. Yeah. Got old logs. Yeah, this thing though is like, WoW is a game that like, in order to like, you have to just like get back into shape, you know? Which sounds like such a weird thing to tell gamers, but it's the truth. It's like, it just takes time to like, get back comfortable with the game. Walking pad. Exclamation point setup. There's a link for it. Yeah. Application process has gotten worse. It's just that there's like, there's a lot of apps and there's not that many spots, you know? Working on some alt delves, Phil. And we got a little sponsored stream later on. A little bit of sellout hour. Yo, Jalaza, thank you for the new sub. There's a corporate ladder in WoW, and just like IRL corporate, you either know the right people, or just make your corporation a ton of money and climb the totem pole. Parse goodly. I kind of feel like it's one of those like, I don't know, knowing people can help in some situations, sure, but that doesn't last like that long. At least for like the more merit-based guilds. I'm sure like everybody has a story of their like casual or casual-ish guilds, like keeping somebody around who's like a bum or whatever. Or being a popular YouTuber. Okay, buddy. Okay. That's right. I raid here because they like the priest videos. He caught me. Yeah, they basically turned Azure Vault into a delve. That's what they did. That's right, baby. Caught. Mug's getting delivered today. Let's go. Yes, we got our. I got my mug right now. Wait, actually, I have the Holy Priest mug and shirt on. Oh, the sellout is insane! Exclamation point apparel. Yeah. Here's the mug if you want to see the close up. It's all nice and glossy and covered in my fingerprints. Yeah, nice and big too. You got the white one? Nice. Yeah. You interested in any of the apparel guys? Check it out. Check it out. Trialed in a guild for 3 weeks for them to tell you that you're not social enough. Oh, that's always so weird. I hate it when guilds do that, yeah. What's in the mug? Black cold brew. Yeah. I did, Clara. Oh, why do I don't even know why I call it exclamation point. I don't know. Exclamation mark. Whatever. Same thing. Same thing. Fucking brand, dude. You suck. Can I steal HP from him? Cold brew or iced coffee? Cold brew. I don't like iced coffee. I don't like I don't know. Regular coffee just tastes weird to me. I like having cold brew. Just tastes different. Tastes better. I also take forever to drink it, so when it's already cold, that's better too. Yeah. Oh, I'm just saving my crest, Rob. Yeah, no rush. No rush. Gonna make a raid guide for Mana Forge Omega? What a good question. What a good question. Am I gonna make a guide for Mana Forge Omega? Coming soon. Coming soon to a YouTube near you. Cold brew take forever? Like a day and a half. Maybe a day and a half. Is our thumbnail for the raid guide? Yeah, we'll have a raid guide. Yeah. This will haunt me when I sleep. Coming soon. Coming soon. I have 4 videos already scheduled for YouTube, and then I have another 2 my editor's working on. We got like a laundry list of stuff. We're gonna have so much content, okay? We're gonna have more videos than ever before. Oh yeah. Return to the glory days. True. True. Yeah, the video's under wraps right now. Video's under wraps right now. Yeah. Yeah. I got a business email, Clara. If you want to send me like a portfolio or something. But probably, if you can you schedule emails? You probably can. You send me something in like September, because I will probably not be checking my email that much over the next month. Probably not, because we'll be at race and stuff. Yesterday. Brand, stop dying. You bum. Yeah, I should be better about picking up these weapons. Stop running, Bran. Why are you running? Del Taco has funnel cake fries. Oh, that sounds like decadent. I can't decide if that sounds delicious or like to poop myself after. Jesus Christ. Exclamation point setup nerdy has a link for it. It's got the link for it. Yeah, where's the other one? Yeah, that sounds insane. Best trinkets for Shaman and M0s. There's that Lumathar trinket, which gives you the absorb on your entire party. And then, I don't know, like a stat stick, probably. I think Solea's is still really high up there in value, but I have to double check. Before I leave for race, I'm gonna double check all the trinket lists, because they've done some tuning. They've like announced some tuning, and I think some bugs have gotten like fixed, or just like new information's come out about others. So yeah, playing Priest, and I'm gonna have Shaman as like my main alt, and then I'm probably gonna get every healer to 3k after that. So I'm probably like after Race to World first, I'll probably start working on all the healers, get all of them to 3k, and get all those guys to like a pretty well geared level. And then after that, I'll work on like actually pushing keys. Disc Oracle's to the play for keys. Definitely for raid. For keys, you could do either, to be honest. You just gotta get your two piece first. This is the first time since Legion. Ooh, it's pretty fun. It's pretty fun. Yo, Zapped. Thank you for the new sub, dude. Yeah, I like Oracle Disc and raids because it gives you a lot more like breathing room. You're less pressured with your atonement uptime. Plus, the damage setup is going to be super chill. You just are going to mash penance 5 times and be vibing. Delve deepest. 100 delves. Woo! God, we are delving so much lately. We are delving so much. You hit 600 delves. God. I got a video about the world first healers today. Definitely gonna be Prez and Monk. After that, I think there's a good shot of Druid and Priest with Holy Priest. But Shaman's a dark horse. Yeah. Shaman's a dark horse. Yeah.
Hello, traveler. Wait, what was I going to ask about? Oh, you're right. Tools.
There's a couple different options out there for sure.
Is my
There's a couple different options out there.
some tools.
Alright, let me run to the bathroom real fast. One sec. Here, beat. Alright. Holy Priest is crushing it in Raid PTR. Yeah. They're doing really, really well. They're doing really, really well. But I am also kind of curious if Farseer Shaman's gonna pop off, since there were really not many logs of it being played. So, we shall see. If Dimensius's boss room is as like large as it looks like it is, there's a really good argument to be made for playing Disc instead of Prez for like more spread AoE healing. But it's tough to be like, that's definitely gonna happen, you know, we just haven't even seen it. That's the tough part. If anything, you would play like, I think you would play like one priest in world first, and they would be holy or disc. That's kind of how I view it. Don't worry, Bran. I'll just keep spamming you. As long as you port to me. Nice. Come on, Bran, stay in. Yeah. Dad, I'm playing hooky and watch your stream. I am a 32-year-old adult. Banger. Proud of you, man. Take it to the man, you know? Show him who's boss. Bran, stop dying. Fucking Bran, dude. I don't know what happened to my Earth Elemental, but I'm gonna watch this guy get just railed real quick. Come on, Bran, come back and tank. I need a new keybind for this. I need a new keybind for this feller. Oh, I should put it there. That's right. Go play hooky with our brand new video. We got even more videos planned this week. Slamming the content. Have you seen a tank minion, like the follower we had with the light one? Oh, true. Back in Legion, you'd have your little light spawn tank follow you around when you do world quests. That guy owned. That guy owned. The legendary cape takes like an hour and a half or 2 hours the first time you do it, but then after that, all the alts, it's like 2 minutes. So you just get like 10k steps in a day. Something like that. Yeah, cast them with liquid. They're the only ones who haven't officially announced yet and stuff, but I think we can kind of yap about it. We're on Delve 18. I've lost all hope. We were saying earlier, at least it's not Korthia, all right? At least it's not Korthia. Well, why haven't they announced it? Oh, I don't know. It's their decision. I don't know. Your cloak should be 707. Anybody who got any higher than that, hit a bug or an exploit or something like that. Yeah. Oh, they're doing delves on their alts. They're doing delves on their alts so that they can get some like decent vaults next week. It also is good for getting your cloak threads, which are warbound. Getting that done on all your characters. I feel like Archival Assault was really fast yesterday. It's kind of fine today, but it might be back to side street sluice. Yeah. That's true. It's also good for Blizzard's engagement numbers. Get you in the delves. Cloak 714. Looks like you broke the law. Enjoy your ban. You probably like played alts or something. Probably did something with alts. I've seen a lot of people with it though. You know, Assault was faster yesterday, but not today. Yeah. I think you're right. Come here. Come here. It is intentionally? Oh, I have no clue. I'm not sure. This one's kind of weird because sometimes you get all of your artifacts done before you even hit this level of the room. And sometimes you don't. You don't quite get it. And a combat. Come on, Bran. Get your head in the game. I don't even know what would be targeting us. Oh, there we go. Well, we snapped them. Yeah, Farseer's just super good stream. It's super, super good, dude. Yeah. Because like what happens is if you played like Void Weaver Disc, it's kind of similar in that you have these like 30-second burst windows. You have these like 30-second burst windows going out. So you have a 15-second cooldown on your Unleash, 30-second cooldown on your Vigor or Swiftness. Yeah, Swiftness. And then you spawn a bunch of Grandma and Grandpas, pop off, do damn. Yeah, the Cloak upgrades are warband bound. So all you have to do is do all the stuff in your main, get to your alts, you'll be chilling. And then you'll be chilling. Yeah, I think you want to have your 2-piece first. But, I don't know. The way I view it, you probably should just practice it anyway, because Farseer is like a lot to learn. Farseer is a lot to learn at first. Yeah. And yeah, Farseer is much better on your mana. Especially when you get your tier set bonus too, because it gives you some mana savings there. Yep. So I mean, I would just recommend like, don't worry about like what's optimal for a couple weeks until you get your tier. Just like practice what's going to be good for the rest of the season. I think it's a more efficient way to do it. They kept the mana savings, right? Damage and healing, mana cost reduction, and yeah, the recharge rate. Yeah. Yo, how you doing, Hubert? Yeah, you don't even have to worry about healing rain as Farseer. It's so nice. Oh my god, it's so nice. You just actually get to chill. You just actually get to chill. is this? Smash the jar. Disorients all enemies in an 8-yard radius. Oh, but it just always puts it on you. Oh my god. It's over here. I didn't flurry.
Hello, traveler. Wait, what was I going to ask about? Oh, you're right. Tools.
Yeah, I think you're probably gonna do like maybe a bit of haste verse if you're pushing high keys. Haste crit otherwise for like rating and everything. Get your resurgence. Wherever it is. Your crit. Your crit mana regen. It's resurgence, right? Oh yeah, want to make sure the WoW guide's good. Yeah, the only thing I'm not sure about is I might drop PTC and Ancestral Awakening and get Deluge. It really sucks having to take a dead talent in Healing Rain to get to Deluge, but I do think Deluge is pretty good. Yeah, I'm not sure, Clara. I was working on Kaveza. Oh yeah, is that like a different delve section here? I thought they usually had it on the map or something. First delivery to Germany arrived. You have to tell, I'm really surprised at the quality of the hoodie. Good. Hopefully in a good way. Oh, it sucks. Oh, I hope it's good, man. I really like the quality of the shirts and the mugs and stuff they've given me so far. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, the archive's been like fine today, but not as fast as it was yesterday. Nemesis is in Tazvesh, okay. What are these artifacts even for? That I have a million of now?
I understand your frustration, Gaora, but do not rush to conclusion.
There's my Titan discard. There's my upgrade. Yeah, the fact that the shield is also an overheal shield is really nice. I gotta remember to... I also gotta remember to buy all the upgraded like fibers and all the characters. Baginator. Yeah. Baginator owns. Yeah, I was doing some Shaman gaming, getting all the upgrades and stuff like that. Basically just trying to get a bunch of delves done on all the characters, which I guess is also pretty good for getting some Valor Stones because I am very poor across all my characters on Valor Stones. Is there somebody I like turn in this purloined artifact? They like give it to Bran or something? Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can like work order the new fibers. Pretty sure. That's when we told her she was going from the 5th to 6th raid boss to a delve. I feel like it's kind of a missed opportunity for them not putting Kaveza in like a boss with her dad or something, you know? Yeah. Nah, just hold on to all your crests and stuff, guys. Just hold on to all your crests. Just cap out your Valor Stones. Get 8 Delves done. I'm gonna do 4 more later. You know, all that fun stuff. All that fun stuff. Oh my god, a bludgeon. Damn, heavy mastery on the roulette wheel. Ugh. Ugh. Never lucky. Never lucky. Alright. Let me get some more water real fast. Give me a sec. I was tuning in when MCR's playing. I've been playing it a lot lately. Playing it a lot lately. Really associate you with it? Thanks, man. Just keeping that in mind until I dye my hair black and get the eyeliner on and stuff like that. One of these days, before you know it. Maybe for Halloween. Maybe for Halloween. Next BlizzCon. Dude, I can't wait till next BlizzCon, man. That shit's gonna own. That shit's gonna own. Yeah, there's no Taz M0 or anything like that. No Taz M0. Yeah. Talking about for Shaman Flurry? You just want like a lot of haste to Shaman. Because like you're gonna spawn 3 ancestors instead of the regular 2, and they're all replicating your spells. You just got to get casts off fast. All that stuff is going to be ultra, ultra important. Yeah. But I think it's going to be like next week that you can do it. So I still got to get like M0s done and like Shaman and everything. Give him a decent vault. I love the new world boss. I'm glad they're gonna shake it up at least a little bit, because I mean, I feel like world boss have gotten like, I don't know, a little stale in the past. I don't need to know where you live, but are you in Washington? The ads are from Washington specific. Nah, I live in Texas. I live in Texas. Like, I miss when like world bosses would give you absurd amounts of like stress, and you'd need like multiple raid teams just to take them down. There's always like hype about it, you know? Yeah, you probably had like, you're probably talking to your kid, mentioned something about the state, and then your watch heard you or something like that. Almost certainly. Almost certainly. So what are the loot drops for the world boss? Oh, it's like warbound stuff. I see. 688 is pretty damn good, to be honest. I really should do this on every character, shouldn't I? Yeah, that's actually pretty damn good. I got a lot of alts gear. So, what's the hero talent for Shaman? Yes, it's Farseer, man. Farseer for raid and for M+. Yeah, it's so good. Oh, one gear piece per account? Okay. Damn. I guess that makes sense. Still, though. I want to gear, like, every healer, get all of them 3k, slam with them. So, I gotta make sure I stay on top of that. My druid and my prez have, like, 0 gear whatsoever. They are in the trenches. They are in the trenches right now. Yeah. Caught up on gear for the new 80s. Go through the first quest line, because you get a bunch of, I think it's like, I have any in my bags. I think it's like 640 or 660 gear you get. Do the world boss for sure, like we were just talking about. If you can form your own groups for doing the M0s, it might take a while when you're under geared, but if you're around like 630, 640, it shouldn't be too bad. What's the eye level for the BOEs you can buy? It takes like 2 hours for the first character to unlock the cloak. Yeah, you like that, Brett? Let's see. $649. Yeah, you could buy like full 649 gear. Might take like a WoW token or something like that, but you buy like full 649 gear, go do world bosses. Honestly, that shouldn't be too bad to do M0s either. Yeah. A week 1, people will do 10s. Yeah, I fully expect people to do 10s. I don't think it's going to be super common, but you absolutely are going to have, like, you know, sweaty groups and stuff like that doing it. 100%. 100%. Yeah. Common last season as well, and pokes are swinging 12s, stopping at 10s for vaults. Yeah, I don't know for sure, but I know like Halls is going to destroy people. I know Halls is going to destroy people. This is the Wowhead guides for Shaman right now. Yeah. This is the Wowhead Guide build right now. I might go back and take Deluge, though. You go like Haste Verse or Haste Crit or something like that. Yeah. Yep. I think you could probably do mostly like Haste Crit and be totally fine. Yeah. If you're at or around 675, you don't have to do heroic dungeons. I don't think they even get you that good a loot, right? Isn't it just around that level? If you did heroic Dawnbreaker, yeah, you might as well be doing M0s. Yeah. Like, make your own M0 World Tour group, and like, even if it takes a little bit longer, the gear is gonna be really good for you. Yeah, Ecodome halls next week are gonna mess people up. Probably some Tazvesh bosses, but that's just kind of understanding the mechanics. Yeah. Yep. You think eco more than halls? I mean, maybe it's my perspective as a healer and seeing how many dispels you have to do. Yeah. And you need a lot of percent. That's true. You actually need such an absurd percent of stuff. It's insane. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna fire up our little sponsored stream and stuff. We can still be talking about WoW and everything like that. We'll be yapping a whole bunch. But they got another MMO coming out called Ragnarok 5 Returns. And so we're going to go through that. Check it out because it just launched today. And then, you know, of course, probably still doing our thing to be yapping about WoW. Let me hit the Ragnarok command real fast. Oh, wait. Oh, it's the Jack Be Hype command. Lol. Give me 1 sec. Just gonna start spamming chat a bunch. There we go. I think we got it. Bam. And they got a priest in here, too. A lot of shamans are going to get exposed. Oh, they will, Barry. Oh, they will. I mean, but I think that's fine, because, like, it's the beginning of a season. People got to learn, you know? People are going to have to learn. You're doing the triple shard pull immediately in your first M+. All right, sign me up, Nada. I got you, dude. Sign me up. I am down to game. I just need a half second. Bam. Get the little logo as well for it. Thank you, John. This streamer, I know. Let me get into it. Yeah, they've got a few Ragnarok games. This is like one of the older MMOs and stuff as well. So it's cross-platform. They also have it on like mobile, and you can kind of just like log in either on PC or on mobile and everything like that. And they've gotten some pretty cool things with some of their like auction houses. There's not any like WoW token or anything along those lines. Players are all like driving the economy and everything like that. Let's see if I can turn the sound on and it works properly. Yay. Farewell, Alberta. I didn't realize my character's Canadian. Yeah. This is Ragnarok 5. It's a brand new MMO that came out. It's kind of the same idea of like the original Ragnarok games. So we're gonna be playing this. We're gonna be playing this for the rest of the day. And of course, if you're just into WoW content and stuff, I get it. My YouTube has some brand new videos this week with tier lists, and we're gonna have our guides first thing next week. Oh my god, the controls are inverted for it. Might tilt this up. There we go.
Ragnarok!
여러분, 라그나로크가 다가오고 있어. 각지에서 일어나는 이상 현상, 프론테라에 나타난 발길이, 이 모든 것이 라그나로크의 징조임에 틀림없어.
It's the end times.
또 저 할아버지였군. 저 할아버지의 허우맹랑한 소리를 듣는 것도 이러고 있을 때가 아니야. 프론테라로 가려면 서둘러야 해. 항구로 가서 배가 언제 출발하는지 알아봐야겠다.
Yep. Like, ah, yeah, don't worry about it, old man. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Having flashbacks? Yep. Yeah, we played another one a couple months ago, too. There we go. We played a similar one a couple months ago. Oh, snap. Thank you for the 2 months, my dude.
오늘 프론테라로 가는 배가 있겠지? 선장 아저씨가 어디 계시려나? 호텔?
Let's have the original.
저런 게 왜 여기 열려 있지?
Yeah, they have it where it's cross-platform this time around. So, kind of sets up as like a bit of a cozier MMO. And they still keep like the job system. So they have like, what I've seen, there's been 3 different kinds of like dungeon content. They kind of have like an LFR version, and then they have some of them that are more like skill shots and like harder mythic dungeons. I don't know if it's infinitely scaling though. I haven't been able to see that part
대체
yet.
저 몬스터들은 어디서 나타난 거지?
저도 돕고 싶어요.
네가?
Come on.
나 미안하지.
They don't want me to fight the monsters? Alright, I guess we go leave. And leave all of our friends and family behind. All in the dust.
서둘러요. 할아버지, 빨리 올라오세요.
Meanwhile, the old grandpa, we're like, ah, just fuck that guy. Can't stand him. Wait, I need the grandpa to come in at this point.
빨리 발판을 치워요. 서둘러요. 줄을 잘라버리세요. 자, 헛.
I played Ragnarok a couple months ago. And then I played it like the original one like ages ago, like around the time
몬스터를 피해 배는 무사히
I was mostly into like RuneScape back in the day when I was like 12, 13. But I played a bit of Ragnarok. But I was in like the mining guild and I was just like obsessed with that game. But I like the professions a lot too. Fishing in this game is pretty fun. Yeah. I think it's Korean? Pretty sure. Pretty sure. Yeah, dude, all the new MMO updates going on right now.
저거 사람 아니야? 이봐요, 괜찮아요?
여긴 대체 어디지? 다들 무사할까?
Washed up.
모르겠어. 지금은 너무 졸려.
That's what I thought it was. Yeah. That's what I thought it'd been. Meanwhile, happy loading screen.
천재지변과 몬스터의 습격으로 많은 이들이 삶의 터전을 잃었고 왕국의 수도로 향하는 피난민의 행렬은 늘어만 갔다.
This one starts a lot darker than the other one did. I was playing the other one before. They're like, "Oh my god, welcome to this town."
라그나로크의 시작이었다.
We had to like find a thief or something like that at the very beginning of the quest line. Left. I still can't get over the Alberta part. Alright. Capital of the kingdom. Let's do it. Oh, this is where we run into all the other players. I think, yeah, that's right.
근무 중 이상
Honestly, one of the
없습니다.
nicest things I had when I played this before was like super easy to get controls and like direct you for where you needed to go. Temporary permission to stay. It's on RuneScape before. Wow. Yeah, it was like my. What was it? It's like one of the guys in my middle school got me into RuneScape for the very first time. And he was always interested in like running around in the wilds and going through like a lot of the quest lines, like the harder quest lines and stuff. I had no idea what I was doing when I first started playing, and all I was doing was like mining an Alcarid for like the longest time. Filling up my bank, filling up my bags, walking over encumbered to Varric because there was no anvil in Alcarid, and just leveling up all my mining and smithing and everything that way. Yeah. What's up, Ramy? Yep. Playing a bit of Ragnarok. They got a new Ragnarok MMO just came out. So we're going through the very, very beginning here. But it's pretty cool because they've got the old job system from the Ragnarok game. The dungeons themselves. I played some in the past Ragnarok. There's some that are kind of like LFR where they kind of just take you through it. You kind of on the rails, but a couple of other ones are more like quick time reaction, so it's kind of similar to WoW raids, but in more of like a mobile version.
M으로 가보자. 이곳에서 친구를 확인할 그리고 여기에서는
Let's see.
쓸만한 무언가를 빨리 찾아야 할 텐데.
Name is loading, by the way. Meteorites, earthquakes is the biggest crisis since the Great War of Heaven and Hell. Alright. It's only a random question, but figuring out your uplift desk, do you remember how large and heavy the box was? There are a lot of boxes that they send you. I got like a huge L-shaped desk, and it was like 7 or 8 boxes, something like that. It's all broken down. So there's a lot.
도움이 필요해? 그렇다면 잘 찾아왔어.
There's actually a ton of them.
언제든지 찾아오도록 해.
And there's like a good amount of like setup and putting it together, but it should be more than enough to like fit into the elevator. Like what they did is they went up my elevator, dropped everything off at my door, so I didn't even have to go to like a package room or anything, which is nice because if I had to do that, it would suck. It would suck.
내 도움이 필요해? 그렇다면 잘 찾아왔어.
Could fit your couch in the elevator when you move, so I wasn't looking forward to lugging it. Oh yeah, it should be like the biggest piece I had was, well, take whatever the length of your desk is because that'll be the largest piece. So the long part of my desk is like 6.5 feet or 6 feet 8 inches long or something like that, and that was the biggest piece that they delivered. Yeah, and the legs themselves are pretty heavy. I know too. When I move in September, I am getting help for sure. I am getting movers 100%. Because it was a lot to like put together, but it would be even more to like move it. I might have to break down the L shape, but we'll see. 'Cause my elevator is pretty big. I don't know. We'll see. This world is pretty cool though.
심심해. 정말 요즘은 너무 심심하다니까.
Tool dealer to solve all your problems. A good person who takes care of various abandoned animals. So you'll fit right in. Alright. Oh, this is where we get the camera.
분기가 있는 퀘스트는
In an alley, be in a plaza. Maybe he's hiding in a cathedral.
벌써 가는 거야? 아쉬운데.
Let's do it. Let's find the bird. I know, it's so chill. I had my other music on and everything, but this is like just nice and calming. Nice and calming. This is Ragnarok 5 Returns. It's a new version of like the classic Ragnarok MMO. These are some of like the really like old school MMOs, but they've obviously updated it a bunch.
양변. 가방? 또 실패야. 그건 너 가져라.
Yeah, we pretty much got our M0s done on Priest. I'll get them done on Shaman. We got a bunch of delves done, so got a bunch of stuff taken care of. Got a bunch of the stuff taken care of.
이번엔 스탯 포인트를 분배하는 방법을 알려줄게. 이곳을 누르면
Alright,
캐릭
stat
베이스
points.
레벨이 오를 때마다
Oh, that's
스탯
right.
포인트가
Yeah, we
생기지.
wanna. I think we wanna do
캐릭터
intellect,
능력치를 볼 수 있는
but I think we get our
능력치의
class
상세정보
later
기재에
because you
스탯 포인트를
can.
분배하러 가. 스탯 포인트를 되돌리기는 꾸준히 성장하는.
I think once you get to choose your job, that's when you really want to mess around with stuff. What professions for M+? They're still tailoring for our Kara. I don't know if there's anything else that comes to mind. Magic. Yep. There we go. What's Ecodome have? I don't remember any like specific ability for it. Yeah. All right, no bird. Let's see.
어서 오세요.
I'll link it real quick. I'll link it real quick, Cash. It's a new MMO of like the classic Ragnarok, basically. We got a bunch of our like regular chores and stuff like that. So we are hopping on, playing some Ragnarok, and just vibing for the rest of the day.
도와주세요.
Second and third boss inside the little stone. Guys are around a ball or an orb. Oh, right. The enchanters interact and stun everything. Wait, that's insane, actually. There's a lot of casters at that point, too. There's actually an insane amount of casters there.
나 잡아봐라. 도와주세요.
Oh, there we go. We found the bird. We found the bird. Here, I'm gonna switch off the YouTube cache. I'm just gonna switch to Twitch.